Yes, I understand this part. Thank
All
you.
right. Now they can say, watch.
Yes.
Obliga irresponsabile. Watch now. If they obligate the responsible person, that person, you will cause the accident now. You now, for example, you are Mr. Marco. You will cause the accident. Watch. Obliga irresponsabile. Watch you. O chi per lui l'impresa assicuratrice al risarcimento con pagamento in denaro dei danni causati. Let me break down this thing for you. Let me break it down for you. Hold on, watch. What did this thing mean? Now, we don't see definition of civil responsibility. We don't see them. I don't tell them I'm going to write them down because I'm not going to send videos now. It's better you just write it down. Now, we're about to understand this next paragraph. We're about to learn. Watch. Who go come pay? Which person they're responsible to pay? Which person they're responsible to pay this thing? Because remember, say for definition, they told us that is based on the principle that every damage wey e cause, you must pay for it. Now, the question is, who is to pay for it? Who go pay? Now, watch. Mark can respond to now. Who go pay for that? Number one, now the responsible person will commit that crime. For example, if it is Mr. Marco driving in, watch, if Mr. Marco driving in that situation, they said the responsible will commit that crime will pay for that. Watch. Number two, who is to pay for it? Your impresa assicuratrice. What is impresa assicuratrice? Your impresa assicuratrice na your insurance company. Write it down. Assicuratrice simply means that is the insurance. Impresa means the insurance company. Impresa, that's the company. Is it clear? So we don't understand one thing now. Now you go pay, and your insurance company. What do I mean? For example, you can, Mr. Marco now, fit jam person. Now, Mr. Marco and the person win jam, that's sinistro. The fit to decide, say, see, okay, see how much I will give you. Are you following me now? Without even calling police, we are going to get there. Watch. Now they can say con pagamento in denaro. Denaro means money. You can pay in money. Is it clear? The danny causati of the damages we cause. Is there anybody here that don't understand what I explain here? Check. You have to tell me what you don't understand. Don't be saying, I go back again. You get what you don't understand here. All right,
I
watch.
understand, sir.
Okay, let's continue. Now they can say grava sul conducente e sul proprietario del veicolo. Waiting be this particular thing. Now they're giving us more information. They say responsabilità civile. What do it mean? They say it affects both the driver and the property owner. What do it mean? Mr. Emeka, now the owner of a Mercedes. Mr. Emeka now borrowed Mr. Marco his car. Now, Mr. Marco can't go for road, can't go commit one crime. And that crime has to do with responsabilità civile. For example, in jam person, in hit, in bash person car. Now, the controllers now say, who it affect? Guys, it affects both Mr. Emeka, even though Mr. Emeka wasn't even found in the car. Mr. Emeka there from your house, they relax. Mr. Emeka borrow Mr. Marco his car. Now, Marco will commit the accident. Now, it affects both who? It affects both the owner of the vehicle and the driver in that moment. Is it clear now, guys? If you don't write this thing down, we are just wasting our time. Write it down. It affects, grava means it affects both the driver and the property owner of the vehicle. Are you following me now? Is there anybody who don't understand this thing? Mrs. Adesua, you understand? Mr. Ben, I beg, are we on or are we sleeping? Mr. Henry, you don't
Yes, sir.
understand?
Wait,
Yes,
sir. If I
we are
can,
on.
All right, let's continue. Now, they can say, non grava su proprietario now. Now, remember I said, I tell Nato, say, watch, it affects two people now, the driver and the property owner. But watch, if Mr. Emeka now, we borrow Marco his car, Mr. Emeka come talk, say, see, the problem where Marco go cause now big money. Mr. Emeka come talk, say, now the bill can't come in house. Mr. Emeka come talk, say, see, I know if you pay this bill, but if Mr. Emeka can prove that, look, oh, that vehicle where Marco go carry, he carry on without my own willing. Let's say he stole the vehicle. If Mr. Emeka can prove that, he will be free from that responsability. He no go pay anything. Now they can say non grava su proprietario now. Se dimostra che il veicolo è stato usato contro la sua volontà. You see now. If Mr. Emeka can prove that, look, that vehicle was taken, you know, it was taken without my own this thing, without me saying yes, without my own voluntary giving him my vehicle. Is it clear? For example, ad esempio, in caso di furto. Furto means stealing. For example, Marco can't steal the car, carry my car key, steal am, come out. If I can prove it, how? We don't know. You know how to do it. You can do a video, you can whatever. Is it clear now? Let's continue. Now, guys, watch. More information. è indipendente dalla responsabilità penale e amministrativa. Remember, I'm telling you that I told you guys before we started that my goal is to tell you guys the difference between civile, penale, and amministrativa. Now, they can't tell us now, say, it is independent from penal responsibility. It is independent from administrative responsibility. What did that mean? It's different from these two guys. Simple. Is there any question so far? Is there any question so far, guys? Remember, you can follow us on YouTube if you want to. From that link where I send you guys. You can go there, you can follow on live if you want to. Now, let's continue. Now, watch. They can say, non è vero che è esclusa in caso di morte del danneggiato. Watch, let me read this for now, I'll break it down. Che è aggravata dalla mancata copertura assicurativa e che grava in qualche maniera sull'impresa assicuratrice. What do you mean? Non è vero che è esclusa in caso del morte del danneggiato. Now, what does this mean? It is false for you to say it will be excluded in a case of, say, maybe that accident when Mr. Marco caused, somebody can't die. Now watch. It is false for you to say it will be excluded in a case of morte del danneggiato. It is false for you to say responsabilità civile will be excluded. Watch. Number two, they can say che è aggravata dalla mancata copertura assicurativa e che grava in qualche maniera sull'impresa assicuratrice. Let's say, for example, because of the fact, say, that crime where you cause is due to the fact, say, you no pay money, you know they pay your insurance. See, that crime where you commit, it not concerning him the fact that because of the fact that you have not been paying your money to your impresa assicuratrice, or your insurance is not covering you. In that situation, it has nothing to do with responsabilità civile. Remember, for responsabilità civile, in this particular situation, people know they die. When person die in a different thing, we'll soon see it. Is it clear? Let's continue. Now watch, guys. This part is very important. This part is very important. If you never understand anything before, now watch here. Chi è civilmente obbligato a risarcire i danni provocati da un sinistro stradale? What does it mean? What does it mean? Who is civilly obligated to pay back the damages provocated from an accident that happened to a third person? Now, who is civilly obligated to pay these things? Watch. Now, watch. Si libera dall'obbligo se risarcisce il danno, può quindi accordarsi con il danneggiato circa il valore del risarcimento, senza far intervenire l'impresa assicuratrice. Let me explain. Now, who is civilly obligated to pay back these damages where you cause to a third person? Watch. What does this mean? They can say, now, the person now is obligated to free himself. Now, the person is obligated to pay back these damages. È obbligato se risarcisce il danno. Remember that the principle of civil responsibility is that every damages where it costs for road, you must pay for it. Don't forget. Now they can say, if you can watch, if you are free from this problem, if you can pay back these damages, how you go take do am? For quindi accordasi con danneggiato. You can now put d'accordo with person where you jump. Say, my brother, see, make we no involve any other person. Tell me how much. Let's say I'm a mechanic. I'll tell you, my brother, carry your car, come my mechanic workshop. I be Olowo, I be Odogu, I get money too much. I'll say, okay, no waiting. How much you want? Might give you money. Go and repair your car. Finish. They call this particular, they call it what? Contestation amicable, something like that. Is it clear? But you don't come up for quiz. This is what they don't call that particular name. I'm just explaining to you what they call it. Now, you can put d'accordo with the danneggiato. Chica means about how much il valore del risarcimento without even involving your impresa assicuratrice, without even involving your insurance company. You go just pay for them because you be Odogu. Are you following me now? Number two, who is civilly obligated to pay back these damages? Può fare riparare il proprio autoveicolo. You can repair that vehicle. You go out to the person say, even if say na me, for example, na Mr. Odogu jam Marco. Mr. Odogu now, if he say, Odogu na mechanic. Odogu can tell Marco, you know what? Bring your vehicle to my mechanic workshop. The same thing. Mr. Marco, where then jam. Him na mechanic. Mr. Marco just tell Odogu, say, Odogu, you know what? I be mechanic. Just give me the money, I repair my car for myself. You can do it. They say you can repair your own vehicle. Yes. Still on civil responsibility. Who is civilly obligated to pay back these damages? They said, può farsi assistere da un consulente di infortunistica stradale. Yes. There are some people who be say, the way you go to lawyer for advices, there are people that their work is called, I don't necessarily need to call them lawyers, but they are consulente. They be, I don't know the name in English. What do they call consultant in English? What do they call them?
It's like consultants.
Thank you very much. They're consultants. Now you can go to them and ask them that they be accident consultants. You can go to them and ask them the best advice before you decide anything. Is it clear? You can go to them and tell them, say, can you advise me one? You don't say you go pay money for that thing. It's not free. You have to go. You can go to them, ask them for advice. They will give you the best advice. Lastly, now, please always making noise. Who is civilly obligated to pay back damages? Watch. Non è tenuto a chiedere l'intervento degli organi di polizia se non vi sono danni alle persone. This thing explain a lot of things, guys. They said, if this situation, they said, you will cause that damage and the other person, you can decide that we cannot chiedere l'intervento di organi di polizia. We could not call police. No need of calling police. Let's just solve it by our own self. I want to tell you guys one more thing. That is why many times when there is accident, police go ask una, person die, he go say no, they don't will come. That is why many times when accident happen, they don't will come. Not be every accident when police they come. You understand me? Because there's what they call civil responsibility. You guys can settle your problem. That's what they call civil. So don't take it offense. Many times it is called civil responsibility. So you can decide, say, no, call police, because you can decide, say, okay, you know what, give me the money, I'll go on. Because civil responsibility is based on the principle that every damage is what it costs, you must pay for it. I go ask question later. Non è vero che può chiedere la revoca della patente. Now, for those that have been following me before, remember, you cannot say because of the fact, say, civil responsibility happen, may you can go ask for revoca della patente. We've done it before. You cannot ask for revoca of your patente. It doesn't make any sense. Na faso, come alternativa, o che si libera da ogni forma di responsabilità penale pagandone la montare in denaro. Remember, in civil responsibility, you pay money. But concerning penal responsibility, nothing concerns money. Your money will not take you anywhere. Is it clear? So it is false for you to say you go pay everything in forma di responsabilità penale. We are talking about civil responsibility. You cannot pay money for it. Sorry, in that situation, you can pay money for it. But in penal responsibility, you cannot pay for it. Guys, is there any question concerning responsabilità civile?
Yes, question.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Good evening, sir. So my
Yeah,
own
I
question
hear you.
is this.